Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Denise with Spiritual Growth Tarot, and I'm using Jamie Sawyer's tarot, and I'm also going to use her little Lenormand deck and combine the two and see what kind of fun we can have there. Okay, so this is for Monday, February 22nd, 2021. Okay, so 3 cards. So we have the King of Wands. Wow. And the Page of Wands reversed is the theme. And then we have the Magician. Woohoo! That's rather cool. Okay. And then with the Lenormand. Okay, go on. Okay. All right, let's get these in frame. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay. So I'm going to have to generalize a little bit with this lady card, because that's generally, well, usually when you're reading the Lenormand, this would be the person that you're reading about, or if it's a man, then it would be his, his partner, or other, love interest. A lot of times we don't need to genderize them, but with this one, I'm going to have to go with the meaning of using our intuition, thinking intuitively rather than logically. And that I especially say because we have some counterbalance in here. We have a lot of masculine energy here. So with our theme being the Page of Wands reversed, well, we're in that realm of maybe not getting the news that we want, maybe some bad news, but on another level, it can just feel like being kind of, frazzled. Maybe our energy's not as high because when this card's straight up, there's a lot of energy and there's focus. Oh, check out, man, look at that. Well, the flames remind us that it's a fire sign, or all fire signs, and the salamanders are all about regeneration and renewal. That is so cool. There's a lot of beauty in these cards. So, we can see there's pyramids back there, the crystals, instead of fire, but the, crystal and fire, that's pretty cool too. And it's usually a younger person. So if we're not going to make it into a person and it's an aspect of our own energy and consciousness, then we're dealing with a new project, something new that we want to put out there, new ways of communicating, going after something new. It's one of those cards that's all about enthusiasm. And, starting something brand new, like the way salamanders are always regenerating. Now, when it's reversed, though, that does bring in that element of maybe being afraid that you're not going in the right direction. And I say that especially because we have the King of Wands here that has us in that realm of, well, what would they think? This could be like some outside authority. This could be dad, or this could be, or maybe our dads aren't even with us anymore, but they have influenced us, heavily. Because this is definitely father energy. The King of Wands is, well, it's father energy, but it's also our natural, leadership. So look at this. As far as creativity and creating something brand new, and then coming from our leadership, coming from what it is that we want to put out in the world, but then we've got this little part of us, maybe it's a teenage part of us who weren't encouraged, or a younger, even, younger than teenager. It's usually in the realm of pages. It could be any age, I'd say beyond 8, but maybe even younger. I hate to limit. So, but definitely somebody under 40, and usually around 20, 15 to 20, somewhere in there. But so this could be some type of wounding that happened at any age growing up, where you didn't have the encouragement to go after what you wanted. And maybe it was even some kind of awful message when you're trying to create something new, or thinking about doing something brand new, very, very unique, all on your own. And somebody says something like, well, but who do you think you are? Or why do you think you know? Or you're just wrong. And then our leadership, this part of us inside that is developing, it's like our spirit gets crushed. So this creates this challenging situation, and I have to give voice to that because it's surrounded by the fox and the snake. And so the fox is all about, well, somebody just said something that was wrong. It wasn't even true. And it could even be somebody that had a hidden agenda, and maybe they were jealous because of the snake. So this could even be, you're growing up, and this could have been a sibling that saw some potential in you, but then got jealous and then said something about it. Could have been your mom because the lady's there. But you're going to have to use your intuition to figure out who it is. But it definitely would have put a hamper on your flow, on your creative flow. And then it also may have put a damper on your abundance and feeling like there was more than enough. That there's, when we have somebody giving us the wrong message and we take it to heart, like could have happened with the Page of Wands reversed, because this is, like I said, it's very discouraging. So it feels to me like somebody gave us the wrong message growing up, or, I definitely went through that when I was growing up, so I'm sure that many of you have as well. And it took me a long time, to work through it at different stages in my life. But the more I did, the more I realized, it was just my mom projecting her own stuff onto me. It wasn't mine really. It was just hers, and I chose her for that and many other reasons. To clear that out of my consciousness and to move forward. And then when you do, excuse me, you have your leadership, you have your ability to respect yourself, and you have your own dependability and your own successful nature that just goes forward and creates what you want. Because the Magician is leadership. Both of these cards are leadership. Both of these cards speak to creating something new. The Salamander is also here. The regenerative abilities is here. The ability to regenerate and keep creating anew. It's with both of these cards. And the Fox, if it's not a mixed message or just a lie that was told to you, it can also be that using your wits and all of the ways that you can create what you want by all the small little things, small little details, and by also all those little freelance jobs. You can the Fox sometimes can be about being a specialist. So being a specialist in your area of expertise. So, but, because we have the snake here, I kind of have to read it in the negative, because that's what you do with the Lenormand. You look at the, the cards that are surrounding, and we have we have a reversal here. This card is a very good and happy card, but it can also just mean many, lots, a lot. This could also be a woman in your life that drinks and talks crap, talks trash, drinks alcohol, and talks trash, and spews lies. And then because of that, because this is around you, this is the energy around this card here, you feel very discouraged, and you feel like you don't have anything to move forward from. So working our way out of that, we can turn all that around, turn this right side up, when we encourage ourselves with the abundance that's around us. Use our intuition, step into your leadership, and work your way out. You have all the tools you need. Work your way out of the negativity, and find your own specialized, unique self. Because we're all very, very unique, and we all have something new, something different to offer at many different stages in our lives. And sometimes it's really just more than enough to just be. The snake card in the best sense of the word, or the meaning, is to be in your I have. You can shed the old skin, and you can be in your I have me. I have my life force. I have my just everything in me to create whatever it is that you want. You can go into that place. It can be sometimes too like working through a detour, working around a detour to get to your special place. And of course, if we had parents or we had siblings even who put us down, then or both, then of course you're going to have detours to get around before you can find all the gifts that you naturally have inside. It's going to take some work. But that's okay. That's okay. And sometimes, when this card's reversed and we have this combo going on here, this can be like, rivals, people who are jealous and want to compete. And, we don't have to get into that. We don't have to buy into that at all. The cool thing to focus on here is his leadership to create something brand new and continue to recreate and develop upon it. This card is very, very, besides being powerful and a natural leader, it's also about, inspiring others. It's the card of just going for whatever it is that you want to create. And then combined here with the magician, this definitely, both of these are being in, like I said, your leadership, but like I said, also developing something new over and over. Well, it can be a lot of different things, but it can also be developing different things at different times, but it can also be starting something, and then that way that you continually bring in a new way of working from, new tools. It can be new tools. Like in this situation with me right here, a new deck, new tools, right? And bringing in, just new things, new ways to look at things. It can be just finding a new level of ways to manifest, and being with both of these cards here, very ambitious about it. So that's great. So to sink into your ambition that you have, because I notice the snake is pointing more to the magician. So ambition, magician, and being in your I have the ambition, and I am the magician. And notice, we have the infinity symbol up here, the lemniscate, that is the symbol for just infinite abundance. And we have the card, the Lenormand card of abundance. This is actually a really beautiful message once we turn around this guy, which we can when we reparent ourselves and we don't buy into the lies, we don't buy into the tricks, and we decide that we're going to create what it is that we want. And, sometimes this works really well when somebody, and I'm going to turn it upside down so you understand the message. When somebody tells you you can't do something. When someone tells you can't do something and it makes your, makes your head turn and go, what? Usually once you get inside the energy, you can turn it around and show them what you actually can do. Just show them what you can do. Reminds me of years ago, I had this aunt that I went and visited. She's no longer with us on the planet, but I loved her. But she was just very, down to earth. And we hadn't seen each other for a long time, and she asked me, well, what are you up to? What are you doing now? And she knew that I was a fitness trainer at the, that way back when. But I wasn't doing that anymore, and I told her, well, I'm studying astrology, and I want to give, astrology readings. I love doing astrology. And she looked at me, and just her eyes just kind of glazed over. She didn't roll her eyes or anything, but she just like, what? Like she didn't even know how to take it in. And then then she just started talking to somebody else in the family, so... So that was one of those instances but it was okay, because the whole experience taught me that, this is about her, not about me. So I didn't take it in. I knew it was wrong, and I didn't take it in. And I went, oh, yeah. And it made me even more ambitious to create, a living, somewhat of a living out of astrology. And I did. I do. So there's that. So if anybody's ever told you that you can't do something, or have laughed at something that you want to do, or been anything less than encouraging, anything less than inspiring, you can step into your leadership and show them who you are. Show them the truth. So, okay. So let me move these, and then quickly I want to grab a, let's use the Animal Spirit deck as well, and see what else for the day. Oh yeah, Cow Spirit says the miracles are endless. Look at this. Look at that. Wow. Look at even at the third eye. Look at all the artwork going down the bridge of the cows. Wow, this is really beautiful. Okay, well that's all I have for today. Thanks you guys for listening, and I hope you're starting off your week well, and I'll be back soon. Okay, bye.